nsia 1826 and on my year no ɔsɛ so ɔka ne nyinaa so bɔ mu a emu bɛsɛ ahanso ne aduoso nan 774 de wɔwie ate wɔn sɛ free ho
Ghana Mampenyin and Danko Akufuado, and in a palm for ministers of state, afe members of parliament, and Kakaomoa or free Asante Mantema, and our parliamentary candidate, Abe PMO, Ewo Kumasi was Asante Mantema, Wamudi and na Miensa and Eko Aprobo. Na Eda Edikaino, Oko PMO, Ewa Winnie J Company Limited, Iho, one district, one factory project in Ibi Ekoso, Ofrio and Ordin and Nimko PMO, Ewo Kumasi International Airport, Ejumedia. Adjoa from contractor engineering limited free Brazil abrochimem no no akaka krebi na adwumadie no aba awie ya omampanyin di nani ehwe airport se na sitie na ansa na adwumadie na nkasa eda adi kan beko awie na wo se otimi bepie mo ewo manhia ahemfie a waba be chia asante no tumfo se tutu otosumie no na afi wasre ne nsem enhira se aprobo na wo no entimi ensi ne yie na December 7th abato na eba beto no ono na nado Danko Akufuado oni enkunim emra wo kasa e wo manhia ahemfie no sei e na ode tu edwa
akakra ne du hwie nan me ba ha besre wo asanteman no Nyankopon emwa me mami ndi nkunim hwe ya bo Nyankopon so tie wo mpaibo ema abano minya no bum na akakra bia na hwie enan ye kama nsaho adwuma 1,824 projects and in the 3.5 years of the Akufuado government that's until Yababe was Antibemo. Now 774 year and 1,050 are ongoing. The Bia Obako, Bia to me who say Ampa Akufuado, Obaso Babe Yedjuma Abwa Santema Abwa Ghana, Wambaso Babe Dada Ubia Sarso. Ena November muaebe Yankopon Preswa Buankra Inland Port, which has been on the drawing table for generations. Nene Breso Ebaso Parliament Mashebedum Apre 330 million United States dollars concession for developers Ebabe Buankra Inland Port. Korea for any Yankasa Ghana for and Asheda boom near Baby Adjoa. It's in November Mui, Ubehumi Wahabio. And what's the ground so ye agenda 111. Yareba COVID me can't to horse at Fimu Ayebe, Babe Shasia for the next 12 months. SC 111 hospitals in Ghana across the country. Now Santimemu there were 15 districts. And no, tina me say asantemai ebiom say. So on hwe na say pa said mama ye eso ania. And yeah, 4 more for nanano. Ya fanya adwuma.
Emra okasa wie e na asante no tumfo se tutu otosumie no ono so ekasa ye e kire sei
oba ye asma me ka kire no nyina ne se edin ko na wo beje no memu ha e ka kire se wo hia sika edin ko anti na adwuma pa wo mani ni nanim mayen enne mete a wo jama nim ha wo ka na ono asi ne pictures wo tumfo adama adwuma me ka asem ye nyina ra mati maye a se me stress afi de se pia me ma mensa anko wo adwuma pa di wanim asante nso kai nti wadwuma pa no enim sa asante be kai me de paya na da biara mebo ama no na so kire ne se oyikudro mini ono ane maame na ne yebo aku a o ka kire nza ha na ni tirihye obedi mampanyin so o ma ne rem frida be biara obeba bia wo ba ha behweme wato aso sa abepim ne me se ye na nanmo de ye se yenye moyi bi yenka ho yenhye jesi ne bi yenye hwe na so ye se no kranya ka anya ni chibua nti ayireyira ani chibuo de bebem nti yireyira sede usike na nan mu nyina yeto aba nti agya o nyina ekoduru ho a ye hwe adwuma pa so ne ye de ato nti no an ye de empire an mebo ama no ase emia ba bia wo ye adwuma koduru nyina no wo mane manfo no cheche mu manipa hunu ne ye wo kumasi ye nko tamale ye nko tumu etia ne ededa no ho ne won mahwe akwan so ne ye ne ehwe school ye ncheche manipa nyina hu de waye no wo nyina na ne nyina aka ho ne bem ye hunu adwuma pa waye da wani mu nti wo se empa ebo ne bebo ama no
Yet was near near Eddie Archer as she Aboa Onidia. Now, on my penny a cha a year, Ahomamuse and Chassier. Now, you see a year if you come a bit to me, Aboa said the Beya. If you I would do my phone a portable on a self dinum, a bit to me, I home a Juma. Now, just one group no more any penny for would be na car, Mokabuma, said you made your Moshe Amano Abaso.
Mfidie na aban ene Jospon group of companies akabon betting team e wasahwi abonitua e wasahwi we osomesi kupon assembly Western North Mantam nim na aboama enwure ye no pomo bebrebe no yakwakoso ne so enya niemapa afri mu te se fertilizer de beye afu amakuafo nso ani Agyei Ghana mampanyin ade asobo fom no kasa no chire mu se wone ankrankra nyuma no e ka bomu ahwe aboa amamfidi dwuma akonanim ye pa na afesu yakon ade atie fin.
As all of you know, issues of sanitation are very important to my government. That is why upon my assumption of office in January 2017, I established the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources to coordinate activities in the water, sanitation and hygiene sector. Today, the Western North region is on the verge of benefiting from a state-of-art solid waste treatment plant, which will receive, sort, and process some 200 tons of solid waste. And the construction of this plant is in line with government's policy to create the enabling environment for the private sector to partner government to bridge the infrastructure gap in sanitation. Benefits to be accrued from this project include the effective and efficient management of solid waste, the production of organic compost for horticultural and agronomical purposes, reduction of the high rate of plastic pollution, and the processing of recyclable fractions of the total waste such as paper, plastic, and metal for reuse. Equally important will be the provision of jobs for the use of this community and its environment.
Yetoa ensem no eso mrase bedwamo dom kuma friends and trefo nhia mu edi nsem bi atodwa na de omoka nyina ne say auditor general manimu ya afi 2019 sika dodo a abane de bo oman ne ho bra anase ode bo oman na konhoma no onfa ho akonta nyina emeto mrase bedwafo anim.
On irregularities, financial malfeasance, misappropriation, embezzlement, and even extortions have not been submitted to Parliament. We have every reason to believe that this government is covering up to avoid a potential embarrassment of what will be revealed in the audited account for 2019. It ought to be noted that the Auditor General is enjoined to draw the attention of Parliament to instances where public monies are not properly accounted for or where there is deficiency through fraud, default, or mistake by any person, and that resources are used with due regard to the good of our economy and the public good of Ghana. It is a view of the minority that the abrupt and ill-advised decision of the President in directing the Auditor General to proceed on his accumulated leave was not just intended to gag the Auditor General in drawing attention to many of these anomalies perpetrated by officials in government and public officials. The minority caucus is particularly concerned that these delays may be deliberate for the primary purpose of avoiding further embarrassment to government. It is our hope that the delays are not intended to cover up for the malfeasance, as I've indicated earlier, because this year is an election year, and therefore a damning report will mirror the performance of government and non-prudent public financial management. It is therefore the minority caucus view, our strong view, that in the interest of accountability and transparency, we note that the Auditor General shall not be subject to the direction and control of any person as provided for in Article 187 of the Constitution. Therefore, we do not have the power or mandate to direct or call on him. So probably we should ask the President again with the same zeal that he asked him to proceed on leave, maybe with the same zeal he should ask him to do what is constitutionally appropriate and right, even though we do not think that that is the right thing to do. So we are calling on the Auditor General to submit to Parliament and subsequently publish the reports on the audited accounts of government for the 2019 financial year as provided for in the Constitution, Article 1875, and the Audit Service Act, Act 584.
Yeah, to us near Kwahoma so na any essential ni Bernard Arthur akodi enkomo about so commissar any penny for any essential for a share na asawodi to January nya Bernard aye krado a also so e de amai ben what make am Agyei
ya eja
boko de
yankopon adom
jo e de na ko so boinje mu
yo senior udin kadi to January ya ma ahwefo hina adwo e de ba United Television so UTV enne enwumrei Electoral Commission in Penny 4 Yamame Jane Mensa Edano Central Fonshi na senior and dada no say opese anamu bi obetu bia no muda ho fan magana fo hu nia ekoso enche bia be September bosumi ne da na to so du otwe besi aduonu numi na wodi si ho say da no bi din na yekotrotro ese ye de ba beto aba December 7th no embremunu etrese utro di ni wi a osa osan ma enipa ekotro di no esan ebehwe so mudin no kosi mensa ata sa de te ni din no ebia oye oba so ya ne bema obi mfoni eda he obi age ya sesana na sa sasonti na obi sa edai edito honom eda na si ama wasa de da mi du kweka ho eno so esi na enumu aho akontabu na enne isi ni nimpeni for edebeto Ghana for nyina anim ensem no okire mu a Ghana ye register no sisia ejina 17,726 na obehwe omo a ye bi krata eto so omo nkwohwe omudin na enipa etumi efa code a omo de to wo se SMS short code 1422 no ede kwohwehwe ede se omudin ni ombibia ye pepepe tamo omko register no omododo eye 698,404 omo a omo isu short code no ena omo a eti mu pampan tu ana mo so ekọ asweye no ekohwe ese midin wo he bibia ye fine sanya mo spell no obi picture nche nanim omo so dodo ne ye 7,271,498 enti oka safwe ebuma total nipa dodo out of 17 million over ewo register de beto aba December ni mu a omo describe no se ana omo send so say provisional they say ye wie bibia kwata enti no still bibi betumi asesa wo mu no enipa out of 17 million etumi ko share said omudin awum na bibia to yie no aye 7,969,902 7,969,902 na enumu na o kire se amod abato komisan bono homodin bia se bibi biare siye ogitum se sabe omaye nipa na omukọ baidie bibi ebetumi atochew eno susu ka ho bi na ye tapo ni oma ode machine computer udi bi wuram na oyi bi film eno susu tumi ma basabasa bi tumi koso enti ogitum se ebi mu eye dede o ba bi se na ni oma bi nkoyi obi picture akodi ba bi obi din asesane ade no o se no kore na emom omo ndaso omo ye bibia ebe make sure se obi biara bibia atosin wo ba bi no omo hye no fiko obo bia bi se se asawase omo se hohuru fa sansemi ho o se omo hwe atoto bibia obo bia bi asaman jomoro kole klote ene embia ahoro a ekika ho o se oba omo a obi picture ekodi ba bi o se obi picture tumi kodi ba bi na bi a code ni ho nsensem no o se safo ni nipa be 88,000 na omo ye affected anso no o make sure say ono ni nimpeni for ejina mu piti ye make sure so obi biara ebitumi enya nia oso nya ede to aba ekasemu no e no kire mu se wati se bi mo kika se omo dwuma nso ani and you know abaya ye kotu kura no say anya nisu saso no mu njintum o se o kam obi bia atiase pen say isi wo mpinifo akuku dama sabe office bibia mu no omo danso nimdia no ho na na mo mutu no so fikofiko frenchema o make sure say bibia omo ye bia no chema bia ba ho enti obiara eni ho kwan say obedoubt isi ni competence and say ni poni omo ye adwuma no omo nimdia ye adwuma no say ebetosin entosin ne entosin ochina we eni nsema huro bebre na odika ho a echire no ebebiebie so achire ahwefo
yo ben why ade na wada romasa eye eros omboka ho asem no da ben eno muso mutu sa eye anamo no
say o ma starting po dada ochire mu say ashaman beto dwa say enipa be 7000 bi ye hwehwe mu din ayi ni ade osisisi ya no before omu bewie exhibition exercise you know na omo edin kan di bi ko ochire mu say omo electronic system bi honom abafu fidin tintan bi ni ade so ni omo ye ne manual no book ni pen ni paper ni eraser ni no eho na chimato bi kakra ko baaye ba okọ omo friends electronic systems bi bia dem kronjen a ochire mu say asama de ni say omo de bibia ko makakra aka ye enipa 165 ono isi peni na kasa jitu se omo na aka si omo gusu a omo hwehwehwe ama saafo no so etumi ebe wuram na ya pepepe o se uko sene mekan jomora sa friends and colleague sa ni o chire mu ni se be bi o no ma na enipa dodo e wo se o matwro mu din no e wo soro be bi susu e wo fom on me kwa check no just o say no no describe as human and administrative errors no so bia kana kuma ntwe yem na we eye provisional o say provisional no I said that kra bi sa no I say akokwa agwa o hwe wu I say wu ni na bibia to form fan ni say register ni a political party for bia benya ne de obia nsungu ni yem o metna o senia ye printed papers ye de ko ebo ho ba ni ade o me bibia finchima obibia enya echinge bia anasembo ni bia enkamfa isi na obi akoma betodie
we de aboso ba na ma ejapaye wadaruma figure no safatu edwabio ema wo mo a ho timi ko hwe omudin no
yo omo mutumi ko hwe omudin no enipa 698,404 ena etumi eyusu SMS code na 1422 no edi share omudin wo mu phone ni aba fontintan so ena enipa etumi tutu omonamu krochia eko aso eni be 7,271,498 so tutu omonan eko nti ukapoma ye 7,969,902 safuoi ena break akra ye tu wo so omonkonko hwe omudin say bibia ye fine no omutumi kokkoe nti wo the way Esha, no, see, you register Nankasa, they got to Abanedi, and in 17 million.
Eras papa mo ene adwuma enia Bernard Arthur and Ayetinika Eddie Free about so commissar Akache.
We abusuafo madaroma yeto akase bono eso abansuafo hweka akwan ene akwantempo ho nsem oru akwasi amoakwata wode nsusu bia todwa sese betimi a abande contrage emma so obenyika akwan na se wanya ne yie etoto papa so sabi ya dwuma bone emekwa ne yi monchemonka yantwena so na beye enhweso ama contractorfo aka no.
The supervising engineer who is supposed to be there to check things. But whatever it is, the engineer should ensure, wherever he or she does it, that quality infrastructure is given. Because Ghanaians must have value for money, and we must respect our people, and we must respect ourselves, because the road is there to serve all of us. Why is it that we go abroad? You see top good quality roads. They are built by human beings, engineers and the contractors. They provide quality infrastructure for themselves and for their country. When we come here, even if we get the same foreigners coming here and we relax the supervision, it could be anything. If it's not a company that wants to maintain its image and dignity, it could be anything. So to answer that question, yes, engineers and contractors must work together to give us quality project, to give us value for money, for roads to last for the period that they are intended to last. Anything short of that, if you ask me, the contractor must be punished and the supervisor engineer must be punished. Both of them must be punished severely. Both of them. Because it's the engineer who will certify that yes, this work is done and it's done to specification on the certificate before it's paid. So if it tends to be otherwise, you certified it. So both should be punished because the blame could come from either of them or both of them could not be with each other. And until we do that as a country, we will continue to have these problems.
Honorable Yadi and someone for say take action in mum say there be outcome it's action and to na emfa yet to us near call a apomde and some Dr. Antwi Adofo Ofusu ono a penipa abidichi Magana Health Service or their two judges na me adoma afipinu any aduasan kodu wonum de na etidi yade no near to us here every omanimum
Omusi nipa nya atiridi anase malaria ni bi ewa Ghana ase ne so ate ene nipa efam hwiro monkwa ne so abafompa ne so eno nche se ekon yenja ekon National Malaria Control Program 24 ne Central for Akabom amomo ahyebo se omo yomafom dia me yakon adiatia yade no kwanchefo obedi akiri awohwe apomuden so Dr. Anthony Adofo Ofusu ekasai no chiremu ese enfiem pimienu ani aduasa 2030 no yepesi yetu entridi anase malaria se
yewo enhihie bi so aye yewo baby a malaria no eba emritie bi etese northern side of Ghana or no your friend is seasonal malaria into drew sa period na ye chiche roman kwara ni nyina se na be ya se na ye kan ye yimwa ni firi on mogem se na be ya ntontom ni nyamwa ne mfa baby bi wo so a ye spray fie mu ekunkum ntontom nti sa na ma we nyina wo ho a ye kan nyina bom ne ye de adwuma ebeboa ma malaria ne so atikese pa Agyei nyina aye won se malaria ne be kokra ai bi ni wo ebi betimi aye aman bebre yetimi aye nti bibia ye si Agyei pise ye be ya ye betimi aye by 2030 de na esesi ye yi malaria free Ghana nti no ne ye target say by 2030 de ne zero malaria
Boasiako so ne nam so amopanyina woda ekona no Dr. Kezia Mam ne UTV edi nkomo akire se yensomo nye nipa yemoa ne enko enti entridi ntu ase kura ewo man Ghana mu
pese 2030 ne edu a malaria enye yare a ha Agyei bebre ewo Ghana enunti na ende ye share journalists ye form me bibi friend Malaria Media Coalition sene be ye ombedi okonenim ombeka nsema afa malaria ombe ma population atia sene eso omoye ombe boa yen wo ye advocacy towards say be yi malaria fi Ghana kroim
Kwabena chocho ni penyi edema Africa Media and Malaria Research Network ekasade nsem atudwa
Malaria affects all of us and we think that if we work together and the journalists get the information to the people to sleep under the net to do all that they have to do to not resort to self-medication we think that we are going to make progress so 2030 depends on all of us at the individual level and as journalists holding our governments and authorities accountable and also educating the communities.
Omampeni dada ora John Dramani Mahama akwapro akwakasa na asmo de atodwa no ene se dachi onya tumi no bedi mampeni akonwa no a ade ba ko edi kan obedi hu dwuma ene se okada won edi moto ayi adwuma fa passenger fo gi sika no obehye mra bi agye atum wose anu achi obesa kan na ni abafotuo bi a odi mu sika no beboa mbrante a opese oye okada adwuma ni bi ode sanse mo nyina akoto dwa ebra obodwa hia no ewo brekum
Any okada for one success. I say, oh, I say, oh, we do man emretia. Maybe say, oh, we can emra and police say, oh, my fat lipa, oh, motor so, no charge, you know. And I say, sir, pragia na se mama kambu no nyina ezu ejo se eni se aban foforo eba no omo sere ye yisa emrani free ho se na be ya obetimi aye omodwuma a che se oha bia ni ho eti ampa so ohwe ye manifesto no ma ya tro egu mu se eni se aban foforo eba ye mesesa mra no se na be ya koda no ebetimi aye omodwuma a obia na ye yisa mra no na ye de akwanya obetimi aye edwuma no a che se emfa oha obia ma enti ye de nyoma kakra e be tro mo nyom e wo so mo ye ne de se na be ya wa obedi so bia na che se obia how na your scheme people and many trooper your high purchase omo muni moto ana se pragia na mama kambu you remember na odi sika kakra abeto ase na odi ye juma na odi kakra na pragia na da no odi na odi wade ye we juma enti e no so e ya dia e wo ho
Adjoa hona yaje enkrato ye ba ibeto akase no so